my name is Henry Lakey. I'm going to be a senior this fall. My time, place, and plan, I'll sit down on my couch or else outside and I'll grab my Bible. My community group is currently going through the New Testament, so we're in 1 Corinthians right now. Today's Join the Journey comes from Acts 15 verses 1 through 21. In this passage, some of the new believers who used to be Pharisees bring forth the idea that circumcision is necessary for the Gentiles to be saved. Peter and James reject this idea entirely, saying that circumcision and the rest of the law placed an unbearable and unnecessary burden on their forefathers, and that to place this burden on the Gentiles is unnecessary. Instead, because of Christ's death and resurrection, we can be saved solely by faith, not by any part of the law. Acts 15 verses 8 through 9 says, "And God, who knows the heart, bore witness to them by giving them the Holy Spirit, just as he did to us. And he made no distinction between us and them, having cleansed them by faith." Faith has always, even in the Old Testament, been the key to salvation. Hebrews 11 lists off countless examples of Old Testament heroes, and what set them apart from everyone else was not their good deeds or how well they followed the law, but it was their faith in the God that they put their trust in. The law of the Old Testament was never meant to save us from our sin. It was intended to show us how broken and helpless we are to save ourselves from what we deserve, eternal separation from God. But God graciously sent his Son to die for us and rise from the dead, so that we no longer have to strive in vain, pointlessly trying to be perfect and failing every time. Instead, all we have to do is believe that Jesus died and rose, so that the yoke of our sin has been taken from us and placed on him. If we have faith that Jesus did this for us, the gap between us and God has been filled, and we can spend eternity with him. So remember that none of our efforts will ever get us anywhere close to Christ. The standard he demands is perfection, but he died so that our debt has been paid. Do you truly believe that your debt has been canceled, or are you still trying to repay it in any way you can? God doesn't want that for you, and even your greatest deeds are like filthy rags to him. He just wants you to have faith. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.